This week on Ground Level Perspective.
Welcome to Ground Level Perspective. Problems with my wife, don't discuss it.
9-time NBA All-Star Gary Payton.
Nobody thought this team right here could win the championship, and we did. We came up and we, Dallas had us down 2-0, and then we came back and beat them 4 straight.
Kymm Wilson. Talk about everything on this show. Ground Level Perspective.
Absolutely.
That's it, man. That's it.
Let's go back to how it all started and where the vision came from. Oh, we go way back. I'm just want to let you know how far we go back.
Yes.
No?
I'm a Uptown Mac and it's like that.
What?
I'm a Uptown Mac and it's like that. So,
Kymm Wilson. Welcome to Ground Level Perspective. This is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it.
Hey man, welcome back. Kymm Wilson, Ground Level Perspective. We are sitting legendary cat over here from the town. I say going to Hall of Fame, easy. Based off stats, I'm just saying, everything revolves around numbers. GP.
What's going on, baby? What's happening with you?
Oh man, we just in here about to have a conversation, man. It's good, man.
But they got to understand, though, man, this was my little youngster, man, when we was in Skyline, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a pleasure, man, to see you balling like this, man, and I can, have the opportunity to get on your show.
Hey, you taking my intro. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
A 6'4" guard from Oregon State, number 20, Gary Payton. What's that word?
I want you to be yourself. I want to see some arrogance. I want to see the Gary Payton that helped lead us to 64 wins. And there's a little bit of it.
And listen up.
Let's go back down memory lane, man. You went to Skyline, man. When you went to Skyline, when did you realize that you had something different than everybody else?
Well, first of all, I knew I had something different when they came and recruited me out of the 9th grade. I went to Claremont in North Oakland. Coach Malone came over here and said that he wanted me to go to a different school. Everybody was going to go to Oakland Tech. I was going to go to Oakland Tech or Fremont. Either one I was going to go to. But I decided to go a different route because I knew I wanted to be different. I wanted to play against all my homeboys and see if I can do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? So when they came and recruited me, I knew I was a little different kid. And then when I got into Skyline and then I made the 10th grade, I was in the 10th grade and I made the varsity team. It was a big little thing.
That's a big deal.
It's big.
You can't just come to the town
and you getting that little block, block letter. So you can get that little coat, man. And then we had all the little stuff on it. You know what I'm saying?
I got one in 10th grade.
Oh, yeah. That's how we roll. We gonna keep that a secret. Okay. But sure.
Well, let's talk about some of the impressive basketball players that you played with during your high school years. The first one to come to mind.
Hook Demetrius Mitchell.
Ooh, that's my kind of
Yeah. You had Antonio Davis, Greg Foster, Sean Fleming, James Daly, Andre. I forgot Andre's last name, but we had a lot of guys in the ONBL. Castlemont had some great players, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we come back and you go to MAC, Oakland High,
right.
Especially us. You know what I'm saying? We had it. I wasn't fortunate to go to the Jamboree but one time. Jamboree was the coldest thing.
That's the coldest
we only had it.
Open up.
That was the coldest thing, but
I'm just saying I seen all that.
Brian Johnson, who was with me, John Finn, all these dudes who went to baseball pro, and all that, and we had a lot of professional players that come out of the OAL, and it was great, man, for me to grow up around that type of situation.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Let's talk about being able to have the grades, man, because I'm a follow-up question on why you chose the college that you went to. Mm-hmm. How did you stay focused, man? And through all the stuff that went on in Oakland, how did you stay focused to get grades and then go to college?
Well, first of all, my father was a big part of that. He kept on my head, stay on my helmet, you know what I'm saying? So it was like this. He was the one always come up to the schools, whoop on me in front of the dudes, embarrass me and make me understand that. But then when we get to the streets, Oakland is a rough little neighborhood, and I got to give little D, Daryl Mitchell, a Daryl Reed, a lot of credit for that because he kept me straight. He kept a lot of people off my helmet, like you say. So it was one of them things, you know, when I started hanging out with him and all them guys, they really put people to say, yo, don't mess with him, let him play basketball. And then my father was a big purpose of that too, because he was like, yo, you know what to do and what not to do.
Right. You at a point now, you getting ready to go to college, man, in high school. And when you getting ready to make that choice, man, and you got choices like you had, how did you make that determination to go to Oregon?
Well, first it was a big transition for me. A guy coming out of Oakland, California, a city like that, and then you got a lot of these colleges recruiting you. You don't know which one is going to be telling the truth or whatever. They just want a talent. So I had a lot of almost over 50 schools recruit me. The problem was that the grades was there, but you know the SAT and the ACT was a big problem. They didn't know if I was gonna, you know, pass it or not. I was getting recruited and that's what the problem is right now. Black kids, the SAT and the ACT, and these kids got to understand that they have to start right now from the 8th grade all the way to the 12th grade because them grades count. Right. And when you don't have a good core, the core classes, and it's only a 2.0, right, that SAT goes up. If you give us a 3.0 or a 4.0, the number go down. See, and kids don't understand that. That's the game. Yeah. But when I was getting recruited, I was getting recruited by a lot of things, and I put mine down to five schools. I put them down to El Paso, Texas El Paso, North Carolina State, Oregon State, St. John's, and New Mexico State. I wanted to go to them three. Them five was the schools that I went and I visited. And I chose St. John's. And then all of a sudden,
I remember that in 11th grade, everybody was talking about that.
Yeah, they was talking about it, and all of a sudden, St. John's called me and reneged on my scholarship and said they wanted to go with somebody else. The head coach wanted to do that. So a couple of days later, all the schools came back on me because they knew that that it was all good. Yeah, and they were just sending me scholarships. And so what I did was I said, Moms, I think that I made a wrong decision. That was my bad decision, and I think that you should, make the choice for me.
Look, when we come back, we're gonna talk about his pro career. I'm gonna definitely ask him about that draft day though, because I know that was a scary moment. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Kymm Wilson, Ground Level Perspective. Man, we're sitting here with Gary Payton, future Hall of Famer, just having a conversation. Man, now, it's draft day time. A lot of hype, ESPN, everybody there, everybody kicking it. You got your whole family. I seen it on TV, I'm just saying. You there. What'd you feel like when they called your name?
Well, Kymm, you know what? It was really a little different for me because I knew that I was gonna get picked second. And when you're in that high and you're that type of pick, they're telling you who's gonna pick you. Right, what I'm saying? And I knew Seattle was gonna pick me. It was just that now I'm just hoping Seattle don't lie to me and don't pick me. You know what I'm saying? So it was the next pick up, and everybody, the ESPN was going, the Rick Barrys and all that, and the Collinses, they were talking about, well, this next pick, Seattle has to go with a point guard, and the point guard we come to name and what's been hearing is Gary Payton out of Oregon State. And when that was coming up, and everybody would start talking to me, my agent started talking to me in my ear, and then when he finally was on the phone and he gave the phone to me, and they said, we're picking you. Right, that got real then. And then it was real. You know what I'm saying? It got real. And then Commissioner Stern comes up to it, and then I had already knew that they was gonna pick me. And then when he said it was the second pick, the Seattle Supersonics picked Gary Payton for Oregon State. I stood up, and all that comes off you. Right. But you start down thinking that, dang man, I'm a millionaire now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the club. I'm in the club now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. It was cool, and my moms and pops was sitting right there. And it was really nice, man. And I had everybody there with me. I had about 15 people there with me. Oh, I seen it was half the, half Oakland with me. So I seen it. It was kind of cool. It was real cool. I didn't, first 2 years, I didn't really play well. You know what I'm saying? And it was because I didn't have that coach that pushed me, that motivated me, that gave me the type of basketball playing that I wanted to play. Really, he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play that type of basketball to let me run up and down, talk crazy, and do that.
Right.
He wanted to sub me and put me onto like a little leash, and that wasn't the coach I needed.
Right.
So after a while, when they drafted me, and then the organization found out that this wasn't the guy for me to be coaching me, they brought in George Karl.
Right.
And that was the guy who really pumped me up and put me back to Gary Payton.
Put you back.
Put me back.
Right.
And then I started talking crazy, and then Sean Kymm got in. And me and Sean Kymm got on board, and then we started being the chemistry, and then it started being on, and then after that, and it's all-star after all-star after all-star.
I like how you said. That sounds like a Kanye lyric. My other beings, my other all-star.
And then your other, then you go to gold, then you go to gold medal, and then you go another.
That's why you had to pass him up. I'm just saying.
You got to pass it on.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? You start getting all this stuff, and then you get a championship, and then you retire.
And then you retire.
Yeah,
you got to retire on top. Like that picture right there.
Oh, there it is right there.
I'm just
Championship.
saying.
Y'all got it.
Yeah. You've been in the league for a minute, and then you just a couple disappointments in there in terms of with the Lakers and then the Boston. Close with Seattle though.
Yeah, close with Seattle and the Lakers. We both went to the championship. And
you played for the Lakers though.
Yeah,
what?
I was off the chain.
Oh.
I was off the chain. 2004, man. We had the four All-Stars.
I'm just saying.
Four Hall of Famers, man. You know what I'm saying? It was nice, man, to go and play with Kobe, Shaq, and Carl, especially Carl. Everybody didn't know Karl Malone, and they always thought he was dirty and all that stuff. But he's a real cool dude, and me and him really tight right now. And then, I move on and go to Boston, and it didn't work out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We only had.
You was on the floor though.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I was in the game. I was getting these legend teams, man. You know what I'm saying? The legend teams.
Exactly. That's what my next point. You just stole it again.
Yeah, the
glove. What's that? It's my interview, home team. Look, he's up there stealing it.
Yeah.
But you on all the legend teams.
Yeah, I'm on all the legend teams, man. And people can't say that they play for everybody. Everybody grew up seeing the Boston Celtics.
Right.
And the Lakers rivalry, especially Seattle. I put Seattle really on the map, really. You know what I'm saying? And then I go to the Miami Heat and win the championship at the end of my career. Really grateful for Pat Riley to come and get me and build this team right here. And, I was at the end of my career, man, and I knew that it was the only thing that could complete it is to get me a championship.
Why not leave as a champion?
Yeah, why not? You
Why
know what
not?
I'm saying? And then that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? We went, and nobody thought this team right here could win the championship, and we did. And we came up and we, Dallas had us down 2-0, and then we came back and beat them 4 straight. And it was kind of.
I like how you put the emphasis on that.
4 straight. 4 straight.
Yeah, just wow, right click.
See me making big shots.
Right.
Doing things that to keep us in it.
You have to.
So it was great, man. And to complete everybody saying that I'm gonna go to the Hall of Fame, which I hope I do. That'll be a great honor for the people in Oakland, California. And
exactly. That'd be a great ending to all the stuff that you did.
Yeah. And
plus, your stat box is filled up with a whole bunch of numbers.
Yeah, the stats is going to get me there. I think so. I think I've done a lot of stuff. I'm only one of 28 players that scored 20,000 points
plus
or something like that.
Yeah, it's 20,000 plus.
And
I checked it out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's cool. And then now we got a.
You can't forget the Olympics.
Yeah, 2-time.
2 times with a gold.
I won it twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dipped my head twice.
I'm just saying.
Twice.
I don't want you to miss that.
No, I ain't gonna miss it.
I'm just saying.
Gold medals was really nice.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? They big chunks. And and I was really happy for J Kidd this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Won now.
Yeah.
He's a champion. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer, and I raised him. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good, man. It's a good thing.
I'm about to Jason. What's happening with you, boy? Kymm, look, get you on the show next. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, you can get him, man. He all good. He doing his thing. I think he gonna go back and play 1 more year, 2 more years. But that's good.
That's good.
That's something to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a great career, man. I played 17 years, and I don't have no regrets of what I did in the NBA. I think I did a great job, and
No, you did a wonderful job. You built up some great relationships, man. Who were some of the cats who you built relationships since you've been in the league?
Shaquille O'Neal was probably like a little brother to me. He's probably one of the closest to me. Karl Malone was very close to me. John Stockton was really close to me. I got really close with Antoine Walker. Me and Sam Cassell is really close.
Oh yeah.
You know Brian Shaw from Oakland, California.
Yeah, of course, B. Shaw.
That's my dude. That's like a brother to me. We were close. So Kobe and me and Kobe is close. So it's a lot of these guys. I'm an old school dude that really get down with.
Kymm Wilson, ground level perspective. We're gonna hit Gary Payton about what he's got coming up in the future and the pop quiz. We'll be right back in a minute. Wow. See, those are some attributes that you have to be a champion. Because if you know your attributes and you know what you can do on the court, champion.
Yeah, being a champion, it comes here and it comes here.
So you gotta feel it in your heart.
You gotta
see it.
And you gotta see it and be in your mind. If you're not thinking about that, if you just want to play basketball or any sport just to be playing it, that's not a champion to me. And a champion to me is just when you think about it and you say, listen, I'm a dog. I'm a hog.
I'm a hog.
I'm a hog.
I'm a beast.
Everything I'm gonna do, man, it's gonna come right at you. And nobody can stop me of doing what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that,
right there.
yeah, that's what you do. You threaten people and you make people feel that way, that you gonna be that way. If you know that if they feel fear in you when every time they come and play you, then it's a little different story. And people know who got dog in them and who don't. People know who's soft.
They can see it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's talk about your future, man. What you got rolling,
We
man?
ain't going nowhere yet.
What you
We
mean?
ain't going nowhere. You talk about my future. Let me see. You know what? I do a lot of things. I own a lot of restaurants.
Okay.
I'm ambassador for the NBA. I go overseas and do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of camps.
Oh, that's right. You called me when you was over at
China.
Yeah, that's right.
Beijing. Yeah.
Right.
I got back from Kenya, Africa, did some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of that stuff. So it's really cool for me to do that.
Okay. That's cool, man. That's what you got up your sleeve, man.
Wait, you trying to go somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Okay, look. y'all like these little Raiders, right? I'm gonna give you this because you was talking that little issue.
You look at this.
But now, let me talk about this. Look at this thing right here. This 49er Nation, man. Y'all got Raider Nation. I got 49er. Let me tell you something. I got something for you though.
You see how you have to go nation though.
I got 49er Nation. I'm gonna bite off y'all. Now come on in here. Come on in here with me, man. Now look at here. Y'all go up there, man. That's San Francisco 49er country, baby. You understand me? That's country, baby. That's the country. You see, I got all of everything rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, I will put the ball down there, man. You want to put your Raiders down there?
Yeah,
you want to put your Raiders? You want to put him in front?
I got to.
Okay,
you gotta put him in front. Oh man, look at this cat. Man, he got San Francisco everything.
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm a 49er fan, man. I've been with them for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the way the Raiders left us and went to LA and then gonna come back. That's haters. That's some hater stuff right there. So I really got off their team after that, and then the 49ers and they won 5 championships as you see. You know what I'm saying? They won 5. We ain't won one in a minute, but you know what I'm saying? It been a long time, but
it's on its way.
It's 17 years we ain't won one, but I don't know when the Raiders won the last time. They went to the Super Bowl in 2000, but one of them 2000, but they ain't won one in a minute. You know
That's what I'm talking about. This cat in here, man, got 49er everything. Clock.
Yes, sir.
So let me jump into this, man. The pop quiz is important though, man, because now I get to ask you anything I want to ask you, and you got to answer. Deal?
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For shillion. That's what I'm saying.
It's his now. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I roll. Okay, first question out for you. Who's the most influential in your life?
Ever, my
Right
dad,
now.
my pops.
Pops?
Pops was always. If I didn't have my daddy, man, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now. If he didn't keep me on the straight and narrow and beat up on me and whoop me in front of people, it wouldn't even been happening, man. So I always have to say my pops.
Okay. Who's got the best front office in the NBA?
Me, I think the Miami Heat. I think Pat Riley got a lot of little things down there. He spent a lot of money down there, but he done. But I think coming close is over there Mark Cuban. I think he doing a little something.
Mark Cuban too.
Yeah, I think they'll be about the two. They'll be about the best two. Yeah.
Let's talk about your first time you had your first highlight on ESPN. Do you know who you get?
Shit, I know who put me on a highlight. That Jason Williams. When he hit me and I had to kick at him back. Oh, he killed me though. Man. But being on that. That was some stuff, man. I used to do it I used to always try to get on there.
That's real. That's real.
And I don't remember who I did it on, man. But I used to get on there every week, man. I do a sweet pass and something. I was doing anything, Sean Bob.
Just one time.
You know what I'm saying? I used to try to get on there every week, man, because I was a mess when
especially if you're getting posterized.
If I'm coming down and Sean be, you know what I'm saying? It was all gravy, man. It was all gravy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, last pop quiz question for you is: what's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant, man. You know what? It got to be my restaurant.
Oh, that's what. That was a setup question.
It was a setup.
That was a setup.
Gotta be,
That was a setup.
C-Star, man. It's in Seattle, Bellevue, Washington. We just opened up one in downtown Seattle. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be there in about 2 weeks to go there and eat there.
Evaluate.
I'm really just gonna go and let everybody know that I'm a part of it. You got it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Have a little cocktail. I'm gonna give everybody a drink in the whole bar. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm gonna buy people something, and it's all good, man. And if anybody ever be in Seattle, man, go there to my restaurant. It's called C-Star. It's either in Bellevue or Seattle, downtown Seattle. It's a great place. Serve everything. We serve sushi, seafood, steaks. We serve everything, man. It's all real good, man. And tell them that you coming in here for Gary Payton. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, special commercial on ground level perspective.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It is.
That's it. Dude, you taking steps like Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, you gotta take steps like Magic. Magic Johnson, he doing his thing, man. He buying everything. He putting his name on everything. He got the Fridays. He got the fat burgers. He got the movie theaters. When you get out of this level and you're so young, man, you got to understand that you got to keep this money coming in, man. You get that type of money, man, and everybody say, okay, you get 80 million. 80 million ain't gonna be what you get.
Right.
You might get about 40, 42.
Right.
But then you gonna spend, you gonna splurge, you gonna do a lot of stuff. That money can go in a hot second.
Right.
People don't understand that. They be like, how you can get broke? First of all, you can get broke easy. Anybody, a billionaire, can get broke if you don't understand how to manage his money. You know what I'm saying? But you're not a millionaire or a billionaire until you can go to sleep and your money make money for you.
Right.
That's what Magic Johnson told us.
Right.
You sleep and your money make more money, then you's a millionaire and a billionaire. If you sitting there and your money ain't making no money, then you ain't no money. If you got $1 million in the bank and it ain't making no money for you, that ain't nothing. So that's what everybody. It's gonna disappear because you're gonna have to pay bills. You're gonna have to pay something. You're gonna pay taxes every year. So people don't be acting like because people make a lot of money, it don't work like that. You gotta get it before you know what's happening.
That's it. That's game right there. I'm just saying. Gary Payton, Kymm Wilson, Ground Level Perspective, and we out till next week.
Ground Level Perspective, man. Peace.
Next week on Ground Level Perspective, writer-director Bentley Kyle Evans.
When it was all a dream, we used to read Word Up magazine. Saw that her and Heavy D up in the limousine, and she was in the limousine with him, you know what I'm saying?
Next week on Ground Level Perspective.
I'm a Uptown Mac and it's like that.
What?
I'm a Uptown Mac and it's like that. So
Kymm Wilson. Welcome to Ground Level Perspective. This is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it.